stop scrolling. If it feels like everyone else got a secret rulebook for the game of life and you're just winging it, this video is for you. Stay with me. You'll leave with a few cheat codes to navigate the map, maybe even catch a dub. Existentialism is simple on paper. You spawn into life with no playbook, and your life is what you make it. Sounds easy, until you try it. For most young men today, it's worse. No instructions, no gear, and cheaters camping your spawn. The rulebook isn't just missing. It's been shredded, rewritten by social media feeds, and replaced with the non-stop scroll of what not to do, who not to be, and what not to think. Here's something that will sound familiar. Imagine loading into a game where the tutorial is nothing but pop-ups telling you which moves will get you banned. That's the atmosphere for a lot of young men right now. You grow up told you're both lucky and disposable. Your instincts are labeled dangerous. Your purpose is undefined. And just when you think you've figured out the rules, they change again, with penalties that nobody mentioned. So you watch how other people play. You study the moves of influencers, co-workers, classmates. You notice the patterns. What gets praised? What gets destroyed? And slowly, you realize the game isn't about winning. It's about avoiding losses. Keep your head down, stay in your lane, don't draw attention. But deep down, you know that's not living. That's hiding. And here's where it gets worse. People say just make your own meaning. That's easy to say from the sidelines. But on the field, meaning feels like a luxury you can't afford when the ground under you is always shifting. One bad quarter, and your job is gone. One misunderstood message, and a relationship explodes. Every post you make feels like it's being graded by strangers you can't see. And even your silence can be taken the wrong way. This is where the spiral begins. Days blur together. You wake up, check your phone before your feet hit the floor. Your brain starts sprinting before you're even awake. Work, scroll, sleep, repeat. Hours disappear to streaming, gaming, endless scroll. It's not that you don't want more, you just don't know where to start. And that not knowing becomes quiet paralysis, a waiting game for a moment that never arrives. Some guys retreat into hobbies so deep they forget the outside world. Others dive into online spaces that sharpen their anger into a weapon. Some mask their confusion with humor, acting like nothing matters because caring feels dangerous. And some simply shut down, hoping invisibility will keep them safe. But here's what nobody talks about. There's another option, one that doesn't get talked about because it doesn't fit neatly into a post or a video clip. You build your life piece by piece, like your own custom map. No blueprint, no approval process, just you deciding what's worth building. It starts small, learning a skill you've always been curious about. Creating something, even if it's messy. Keeping a promise to yourself. Protecting 1 hour a day that belongs only to you. Turning off notifications and letting your brain feel quiet for the first time in months. At first, no one notices. You might feel like it's not working. But over time, those small things start to connect. You build relationships with people who actually see you. You find work that may not be perfect, but has pieces you value. You collect skills that no market crash or trending topic can erase. And in those skills and connections, you start to see a version of yourself that's not defined by avoiding losses, but by creating wins on your own terms. Now let me get specific about how this actually works. Forget the myth of a perfect path. That was never real. The goal isn't to follow a line. It's to create something you can stand on when the chaos hits. Friends who get you without you performing. Work you can respect, even if it's not glamorous. Skills that make you dangerous in the best way. Resilient, adaptable, unshakable. And along the way, you learn that it's okay to change direction, to try things and drop them. To rewrite the plan as you go. There's power in that flexibility. It's not the brittle strength of someone pretending they have it all figured out. It's the quiet strength of someone who knows they can rebuild if they have to. And that kind of strength doesn't need permission. It doesn't need applause. It just needs you to keep showing up. Here's the truth that might sting a little. The world probably won't cheer for you when you figure it out. It might not even notice. But standing in something you built for yourself, without anyone's permission, that's the win. That's proof you've already done the hardest part. And once you've proven that to yourself, the fear of starting over starts to fade. Meaning isn't handed out. It's not in a diploma, a job title, or a follower count. It's in the moments you choose to create something real, one choice at a time, even in a world that may never thank you for it. And if you can do that, you're already living the answer most people spend their whole lives looking for. The absurdity of life doesn't go away, but it stops owning you. You own it. Now here's where we slow the room down. Here is the core idea in plain English. Existentialism is a big word that just means this. There is no built-in meaning. You arrive. No manual. You choose. Your choices become your life. That is it. No magic, no hidden committee that grades you. Only you and what you decide to build. Right now, a lot of young men feel like they are failing at a test they did not sign up for. School says perform. Work says be grateful. Dating says be confident, but not too much. Be vulnerable, but not too much. Social media says be interesting every day or disappear. Every space asks for a version of you. None of them ask how you are actually doing. So let's take a breath. Put your shoulders down. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are a person who has not been given a clean starting line. That is different. Here is a day that will feel familiar. You wake up and check your phone before your feet hit the floor. Notifications pull you into other people's lives. Your brain starts sprinting before your body leaves the bed. You carry that buzz into the day. Commute, class, work, noise stacked on noise. Lunch is fast. The afternoon drags. You scroll to feel alive for a second. You hear a voice in your head say you should be further along by now. You get home, you try to decompress. You lose 2 hours to a screen. You tell yourself you will fix it tomorrow. Repeat. That loop kills meaning. Not because you are weak, because that loop was designed to keep you reactive. You are valuable to the machine when you are scrolling, buying, arguing, and comparing. You are less valuable to the machine when you are calm and building. So the machine does not reward calm. It rewards panic and performance. But here's what changes everything. You do not have to play that game. Here is the reset I give to people I care about. It is simple. It is real. It works if you do it every day. Pick 3 anchors: body, craft, crew. That is the skeleton of a life you can respect. Everything else grows from there. Body means you take care of the hardware. You sleep enough to think clearly. You move your body every day so your mood has a floor. You eat food that does not crash you. This is not about being a gym bro. This is about building a nervous system that can handle life. Minimum viable plan. 7 hours of sleep on average. 20 minutes of movement. Protein with each meal. Water in the morning before your phone. Track it for 2 weeks. Watch how your mind changes when your chemistry is not fried. Craft means pick one thing you will get good at, even when nobody is looking. Code, carpentry, design, cooking, film editing, sales, music, writing, welding. One thing you can do with your hands or your head that would still matter if the internet went dark. Make a 1-hour daily block for it. Put your phone in a drawer. Close every tab. Set a timer. Produce something you can point at. 1 sketch, 1 page, 1 pull request, 1 beat, 1 cabinet joint. Build a streak. 10 days, 30, 90. Your confidence will not come from affirmations. It will come from receipts. Crew means 2 or 3 people who are in your life on purpose. People you can text when your chest feels heavy. People who can say hard things to you and you can hear it. You do not need a big circle. You need a real one. If you do not have that yet, start by being that person. Send a voice note instead of a like. Ask a simple question with care. Want to grab coffee this week? Want me to listen or help solve? That is how a crew forms. Slowly, honestly, without performance. Now this next one will make or break everything else. Your attention is fuel. If you pour it on things that do not move you forward, your life will feel stuck no matter how smart you are. Make 2 lists. First list, things that refill your energy. A walk, lifting, reading a chapter, cooking, practicing your craft. Second list, things that drain you and give nothing back. Doom scrolling, arguing with strangers, watching people you do not know live your fantasy life. Look at your screen time. Be honest. Shift 1 hour a day from the second list to the first. That single move will change your week. Here's what nobody wants to admit about dating. The cleanest advice I can give. Show up as a person with a life, not as a marketed product. If you are building body, craft, and crew, you will carry a different signal. People can feel it. It is not about lines. It is about presence. Ask good questions. Listen with curiosity. Keep your standards kind and clear. No performances, no begging, no games. If it fits, invest. If it does not, release with respect and move on. Your value is not set by who picks you. Your value is set by how you build and how you treat people. And this might be the most important skill of all. Because without this next piece, everything else falls apart when pressure hits. Work and money. The future is weird and unstable. But there are patterns you can trust. The market pays for useful skills, proof of work, and people who can learn fast. Build a stack. One skill that makes value. One skill that sells value. One skill that tells the story of that value. For example, basic Python or front-end dev. Basic sales or client outreach. Basic writing or short-form video to showcase what you can do. Another stack. Carpentry. Small business quoting. Before and after photo storytelling. Another stack. Audio engineering. Community management. Newsletter writing. Stacks win. Degrees help some people. Stacks help most people. Use a simple weekly loop. Monday, pick the next thing to learn. Choose a tiny project that proves it. Ship the project by Friday night. Collect feedback on Saturday. Rest on Sunday. Repeat. 12 weeks of that loop will put you in a different life. Let's talk about the voice in your head, because this might be the most important part. A lot of young men carry a narrator that tears them down. You are not enough. You are late. You are soft. You are a joke. That voice is usually a remix of fear, old shame, and other people's projections. You do not need to fight it with cheesy hype. You need to give it new data. When the voice starts, do 3 things. Name it. Not helpful. Breathe slow for 20 seconds. Then move your body for 2 minutes. Push-ups. Walk. Stretch. Tell yourself one true sentence. I build small, real things. Repeat that the way you would speak to a friend. Calm. Direct. No drama. Friends and mentors. Find people 1 or 2 steps ahead of you, not 10. Ask them how they actually spend their day. What would you keep? What would you drop? What helped you get from where I am to where you are? Offer value. Take notes. Follow up. Do not fanboy. Be human. Family. If your family is supportive, honor it. If your family is chaotic or harmful, set gentle distance while you stabilize your own life. You are allowed to build boundaries. Boundaries are not walls. Boundaries are doors you control. You decide who gets a key and when. Mental health. If you are in a dark place, you are not alone. Tell one person. If you have no one, text a hotline or book a low-cost session. There is strength in asking for help. There is zero glory in white-knuckling your way through a storm that could be eased by a conversation. Digital hygiene. Mute words that trigger you. Unfollow accounts that turn your brain into a scoreboard. Turn off notifications for apps that do not pay you or lift you. Put your phone to charge in the kitchen at night. Your bed is for sleep and love, not for spirals. But here's the question that changes everything. Now a quick talk about purpose, because this is where people get confused. Purpose is not something you find in a quiz. Purpose shows up while you are moving. It is the pattern inside the things you keep choosing when no one is grading you. Look back over 3 months. What did you do on purpose? What did you do that felt like oxygen? Do more of that. That is the signal, and this is the part nobody prepares you for. Failure. You will mess up. You will say the wrong thing. You will pick the wrong job. You will chase the wrong person. You will build something and it will flop. Good. That is how you learn the shape of your life. Do a post-game review instead of shame. What did I try? What did I learn? What will I try next? Keep it boring and honest. Then move. Let me give you a very practical 12-week sprint you can start today. Week 1. Lock in sleep and movement. Track both. Week 2. Pick your craft and set a 1-hour block for it every day. Week 3. Clean your phone and mute the noise. Week 4. Reach out to one person you respect and ask one real question. Week 5. Ship a tiny project. Week 6. Raise the difficulty a little. Week 7. Schedule one real conversation with someone you care about. Week 8. Audit your spending and cancel anything that is not serving you. Week 9. Teach something you learned to someone else. Week 10. Apply for 2 things that scare you a little. Week 11. Take a day trip alone and think. No headphones. Week 12. Write down the changes you can feel. Keep the pieces that worked. Drop what did not. If you want a faster checklist for bad days, here it is. Cold water on your face. 2 minutes of slow breathing. 10 bodyweight squats. A glass of water. Text one person you trust. Do one task that takes less than 5 minutes. Walk outside for 10 minutes without your phone. When you get back, pick the smallest next step on your craft and do it for 15 minutes. That breaks the spiral. This is not about becoming a perfect man. This is about becoming a real one. A person who can be steady in noise. A person who can tell the truth kindly. A person who can be trusted with small things and then bigger things. If the world will not hand you a place, make one. Start small. Make it clean. Keep it open to people who treat you with respect. If you are watching this and thinking it is too late, it is not. You can turn any day into a first day. You can reset at 20, at 30, at 50. You are allowed to start again without asking anyone. Here is a final image to hold. Think of your life like a studio. At first, it is empty. You add one tool, then a second. You hang a light. You clear a table. You pick a project and you work. Some pieces go in the trash. Some go on the wall. You invite a friend to try the tools. You learn. You keep going. Over time, the studio becomes a place that feels like you. People walk in and they can tell someone lives here with intention. That someone can be you. By now, you stopped playing by their rules and started building your own game. You do not need a grand theory to be okay. You need a few steady moves, repeated. Body, craft, crew, attention aimed at what refills you, clear words with yourself, simple courage in public. The rest will grow from that. Meaning isn't handed out. It's built, one choice at a time. If this hits, save it. Send it to one person who needs it. Then choose one small thing from this list and do it before the day ends. That's how meaning starts. Not in your head, in motion. And if nobody told you this today, hear it now. You are not a mistake. You are not late. You are a builder. Keep going.